The exhibit is about media and media use in universities and elsewhere. There's one case that's about poetry, because that was one of the things people did for fun, was send poems to each other. And then there's another case that's about amateur drama and amateur playwriting. This exhibit asks us to think about manuscript as an idea that persists into the present. Of course, people do still write by hand. I see this exhibit, I suppose, as a call to take jokes seriously, both in the sense that they tell us a lot about the social world and patronage. I think jokes matter because they tell us something about the lines that a community draws around itself, right? Who is included in the kind of community of wit and who is outside that, who is the kind of object of jokes. And I'm thinking about that as almost a kind of early modern meme. The themes and topics that they're about, they kind of start circulating with this kind of virality in the university community. But I do think that this kind of low literary culture does matter, and that it does tell us something about what people thought was funny, what was worthy of promotion, repetition, circulation. My case on poetry is particularly focused on the universities, on Oxford and Cambridge. So the poems in that exhibit were sent often by undergraduates to each other. They're often about people or events kind of known to the university community. So they're really not major canonical or even like particularly good poems. At Cambridge in the 1630s, there was a mailman called Thomas Hobson. So if you wanted to send a letter to London, or if you wanted to borrow a horse to go to London, you went to see Thomas Hobson. But then he died in the 1630s, and there was this kind of outpouring of grief and also kind of creative literary production around the death of Hobson the mailman. I see my exhibit as maybe one answer to the question of, okay, we know how to read early modern handwriting. It's pretty hard to read, so we put the work in to learn how to read it. But then what do we get, right? What does it tell us about how people live their lives?